starting the
Let's
podcast.
go.
Let's go.
Good luck.
Finally. You can hear me okay, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
I'm kind of waiting to see what the stream said, but on my side, it looks everything looks okay.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But can all of you say something real quick? Just mic check.
Hello.
Hello.
Get shredded with steady.
Get
I'm
shredded
not
steady.
I'm quarantine. Wait, ads on. No. The pressure. I'm kidding.
Wait, if I recall, if I went to Steady's Instagram right now, there'd be some shredded pics on his story.
No.
Wait, Rolling Loud is live now? Whoa.
What is that?
Rolling Loud is live on Twitch.
What is that?
Oh,
Oh man, people are
It's like
gonna
It's like a
Oh,
a
is
concert.
it?
festival.
Online.
Yeah, it's a festival, like
Yeah,
a
like a
music
music
festival.
It's okay. They can watch both at once.
Whoa.
Real.
I just saw that.
Here, let me. I'll post in the Discord right now.
Yeah, and then
Let
if
me
one of you guys
announcements.
could post it on Facebook too.
Yeah.
Dude, my hair looks hella whack. I don't know. Like flat. And then I think we'll be good. If one of you guys maybe wants to open up the CSA drive and just check the question form, see if anyone leaves any questions.
Alright.
This isn't a clickable link. I don't know how to make that.
I think I just. Okay, cool.
Alright.
Who's Big Boy?
What?
Someone's name was Big Boy. Justin's fan.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll pull up the doc too. Give me a sec.
Alright, I'll post it on Facebook.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
It's literally all about Justin.
Oh gosh. Scooby Justin's episode. Let's go, JT.
That's one of my friends like. Oh. Forgot I was, yeah. I don't really have a template for what's going on. I think talk about you know how your gym life transitioned from pre-quarantine to quarantine and how you adopted the whole home gym setup thing and how there was kind of a monopoly at one point on weights, aka looking at
Oh,
dude.
oh my god.
Oh my god.
back
Yeah.
up. Yeah.
When we get to that, holy moly, I got some stories for that.
Wait, maybe
Facts.
let's do quick introductions before we get started though.
Okay.
And
Alright.
then and I guess we can do some quick announcements about CSA, and then
Oh yeah.
and then we'll get into the topic today. Justin, you want to start us off with an introduction?
Sure. Hello everyone. Do we also want to say how long we've been or I don't know. I want to do what's your favorite exercise or something like that?
I'm down.
All right, yeah, sure. I like that. Yeah.
All right. Hello everyone. I'm a second year electrical engineer. Social Campbell CSA. About to be formally because we're about to retire soon. Oh, I can't say for all of us, but it's almost time. But yeah, my favorite lift, bench press.
Nice.
Big boy. I'll go next. Hi guys, I'm Steady. I'm a second year kinesiology major. One of the social chairs as well. And my favorite lift is probably pec flies, but there hasn't been a lot of that going on just because I can't get to a machine that can adequately supply my pec fly needs. But yeah.
His pecs are too strong.
Nah. I just have nothing. I have
Big
nothing.
City Committee. Okay. Hello, my name is Sean. I'm a second year business major. I'm Cal Poly's. I'm CSA's treasurer. I forgot about that.
He was about to take over all of Cal Poly's
treasurer. I'll pass it off to Jordan. Oh wait, my favorite lift is I think lat pull downs. So yeah.
Ooh,
All right. Hi, I'm Jordan. I'm a second year computer science major. I'm also one of the socials. And let's see. I actually like doing mostly body weight workouts. So my favorite one would be pull-ups. I like pull-ups a
Ooh.
lot. Yeah.
calisthenic god. Let's
Yeah.
go.
I'm not there yet, but I'm working on it. Um, as far as announcements concerning CSA, I guess a couple things. We recently had um, last week we didn't really have anything because revealing was already done and all that. But this Saturday we have a culture dialogue. So come out to the culture dialogue, say hello, and talk about your Chinese New Year, Lunar New Year tradition. And after that, I think Lion Dance LDT will be giving a talk about the history of lion dance. And I think that's all we have in the way of announcements. So, Justin, if you want to take it away.
Yeah, so I think our first our first topic is like how have we been like working out during quarantine since it's about 11 months now. One more month in March, it's about to be 12. So um yeah, I guess I'll start this off. Yeah, I remember at the point like at the starting point of quarantine, I was like kind of like I would say I had my peak physique because before that I was like I reached the peak of my cut and I was like where I wanted to be. So I was like super motivated. I was like, yeah, I'm a crank like 3 videos of Chloe Ting every day. I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the one punch man like workout like 100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups, 100 squats, and like that type of vibe, and like do like pull-ups every time I walk underneath my door. Like I used to do that, but then as like it went on, I kind of lost motivation, just slept in, and was like, uh, I'll work back at it when gyms reopen.
Damn. Yeah, that's that quarantine mindset, thinking
Hmm.
you're gonna come back to it. Yeah, kind of the same thing with JT happened to me. I was like pretty much I was never really bulking or cutting. I was just kind of always trying to like gain weight on a lean bulk. But I think at the time at the end of or at the beginning of quarantine, I was at like my leanest that I would like to be. Funny enough, because freshman 15 didn't happen for me until after quarantine happened. So yeah, a lot of that like had to factor into just me kind of like bulking up a little bit. Um, I think first wave of COVID, all the gyms closed down, and that was like my first main outlet of like working out, and that just kind of led to me and one of my best friends back home in Escondido. We bought a bunch of dumbbells. He ended up buying a bench set, a bar set, and kind of like built like a little home gym to work out with, just like the basic stuff that we could. And then gyms opened up again, like about 2 3 months in. We went back to the gyms. Like I personally go to LA Fitness, and then like literally 2 weeks, 3 weeks after they closed down again, just because like the tiers of COVID kept like raising and then closing the businesses down. And then yeah, now I'm back up here in Slow, and luckily enough, the place that I'm living at has at least a bar and a a bench set. So that's all I've been doing pretty much. And yeah.
For me, I think mine was very similar to Steady's and Justin's. I think we've all fell into this quarantine workout kind of scrambling to figure out what to do. Um, I think initially when I was at home, my friend decided to buy a lot of like weights and barbells the same way that Steady did. And then I just go over to his house because it's like a mile away, so I would just run there, work out, and then run back. Um, and then when school started, I kind of fell off because I didn't want to attend the gym there. I did not want to catch COVID. That's like COVID central right there. So I like avoid it, and I haven't been doing much since. But yeah,
Gotcha.
I'll pass it off to Jordan.
Right. I don't know. For me, like I never really had like access to a gym at home. So like when we came to Cal Poly and we had the rec, it was like so nice because like if I ever wanted to work out, I just go to the rec and like they have all the equipment there. It's free. It's open pretty late. Um, and so it's like that was always really convenient. And then I would say like most of my physical exercise mostly came from like the clubs I was involved in though, because I was like doing breakers. I was on LDT, so like I would have a lot of like my exercise through there. And then obviously once COVID happened, like there were no club meetings, so I couldn't do any of that. The rec was closed, so I couldn't do that either. And then I went home and like I don't have a gym membership or anything. Um, and I used to like go to my high school and just like use like their their like they have like the like the bars and whatnot. Um, and then they closed down too. So and then I just didn't really have anything. Um, and then I think during that, like, I kind of like realized, like, okay, I got to do like something to not just like be a couch potato. And so it's just kind of funny, Justin, that you mentioned like the One Punch Man workout. Because that's kind of like I was like at first I was like, I can try the One Punch Man workout, and I found out very quickly I can't do the One Punch Man workout. Um,
Same.
but I worked my way up to doing like 100 push-ups a day, and so my like that's like my one thing that I do to like stay in shape. And then recently I've started like trying to do some core as well. Um, but that's a work in progress.
Okay, okay. Wait, like 100 push-ups, do you do like them straight or do you like split them like 50-50 morning, night?
Okay,
God
so
dang.
so basically it started in March and I was like, okay, I'm gonna or not March. It was like a month or two into quarantine. And then I was like, okay, um, let's see how many like push-ups I can do in like one sitting. And I could do like I think maybe like 22 or 23 or so. So basically like over the summer I would every night I would do like I would take some breaks like here and there, like not I'm not like going 7 days a week to like push-ups every day, but like um which I know is like the authentic One Punch Man workout, but I need rest.
Yeah.
um but then like I would do like 22 push-ups, and then like I would like every day I tried to do one more push-up um, until I could work my way up to 100. And so like that was kind of what I did over summer. And so now like I can typically like I can't do them like without like holding, but I can do them without like taking a break and like getting out of position. Um, but
Wait,
yeah,
so you could do 100 push-ups
In
without
one
like
sitting.
dropping your knees, like in one sitting.
yeah.
Oh my.
That
Oh wait, that's
dude,
so nuts.
that's
That's
some
endurance,
crazy,
man.
some
That's
crazy
endurance.
endurance.
But
Holy
like
moly.
it took a long time to get there. Like
Hey, but you're there.
it was a struggle for sure.
Yeah. Just
Man.
a quick refresher,
Yeah.
what
That's
exactly was
so
the One Punch
inspiring.
Man? Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'll just say, or 100 push-ups into I think it's 100 sit-ups into a 10-kilometer run, which
Yeah,
is
I think
like
100
Wow.
squats too.
yeah. Oh, 100 squats, yeah.
10K run, man. I can't. 10K run,
Dude, the
no.
10, okay, yeah, high key, the 10K run's like the hardest part out of all of those.
Yeah.
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 How do you all feel about running? Like
Okay, in high school, like I never did like any sports or running or anything. I would just kind of decide arbitrarily one day, like, oh, I'm gonna go run a mile today, just for no reason around my neighborhood and like a few blocks, and then just come back, and then hopefully I'll get fit somehow doing that, you know? And then it kind of worked. It felt good. I think for me,
mhm.
running was more like it's like a de-stressor type of activity for me because I don't know, just being out in the open and like getting in that fresh air, and obviously the I should know this, but it's like scientifically proven that there's like some hormone that you you produce that makes you just feel like de-stressed, like happier, more active, and like more energized after you like do physical activity.
Wow.
So yeah, I don't know. That was just me. I didn't really run all that. I can barely run a mile, so yeah.
Serotonin.
I guess for me it was like so actually like in high school I was on like track and field, but like I was a jumper, so like we ran even less than the sprinters do, like, because we
Damn.
like our running is run really hard for like, like 30 meters and then you jump, right? Because
Mhm.
like you want to just like get up to speed and like right before you're gonna jump. So like I was never like a distance runner or endurance runner. Like I was tired out really quickly. But like that being said, being on track, like we still had to like run. Like it wasn't like I could just like get away with not running. So like I still like I can run like decently to some extent, but definitely like after like maybe like 2 miles or so, it's like, oh, okay, this is really hard.
Sean, do you want to go or should I go next?
Oh, I was gonna let you go first, and I'll come after.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's actually like something I still think about. But then both my parents are like long distance runner, and my sister is like a track and fielder in cross country. So I like as a kid or specifically middle school through high school phase, I did run a lot. I think I did my first half marathon when I was 11, and then I did like six more throughout high school until I did my first marathon. I think junior summer, and then quarantine hit, and I just lost it all because like before that, I remember I was like running I was trying to run like 3 miles like every other day until like a long distance on the weekend. I was training for like the slow half marathon, but then that got canceled. So yeah, it's like it's kind of an area of familiarity, but it's kind of frustrating right now because I feel like I lost it all. Because I tried like running, I'm like, oh, I can't even get to like 2 miles without like trying to give up.
For me, I did nothing close to like Justin's like half marathon out here. But I used to actually hate running. Like growing up, I never ran, even though I did soccer like in middle school, which required a lot of running.
Mhm.
Um, I always hated running, but like I knew it was something that like was helpful and healthy. So during quarantine, I just started like fall quarter. I decided to run. I think it was to the art graveyard, so that's like zero point 0.7 miles there, zero point 0.7 miles back, and then from PCV to the start of art graveyard is zero point 0.3 miles, so it's exactly 2 miles there and 2 miles back, or what 2 miles there and back total. So my mile time was, I think, I ran 37 minutes for the 2 miles, which is like like that was really slow. But like by the end of fall quarter, or yeah, by the end of like I think it was January was when like I stopped because I got into a car accident, too actually, and then that like threw me out of the loop. So I'm still in the midst of recovering. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I always feel like I should run more and like, cause like cardio and all that, but like I don't know. It's like it's like I always just like the commitment to like put on a pair of running shoes and then like actually step outside when it's especially when it's cold in the winter. It's like
Yes,
ah.
totally agree.
Yeah. And just just like walking out the door, you could just be like chilling in your dorm or just like reading something else. But yeah.
Yeah. And you only get so much sunlight too, like especially in the winter.
Hmm.
So you kind of have to go like earlier.
That's true, yeah. I
Uh,
remember like oh sorry, you guys said.
no, no, go ahead, go ahead.
All right, no, I was just gonna say I remember I tried running in like slow like outdoors, but then just ran on the track because I was kind of shy about like running around campus and see like your whole like shirt just drenched in sweat and like you're like
Yeah,
dying
got it.
and like that time.
No, yeah. I was gonna say, if we wanted to open up about like what was our first inspirations on even starting like a fitness journey, or like even what was the first like motivation for you to get out there to like, go on your first run, or like start your first home workouts, or get your first gym membership type things. Um, If you guys want to go first, I'll hop in right after.
Okay. I think what inspired me was that I got into water polo, I think sophomore year, and then like it's kind of a joke, but then like the team is like super sus about it. They're like, they're like complimenting guys' physiques and like stuff like that. And then one of the guys we really talked about was like Johnny Hooper, like, and he's like a professional like USA water polo player. He like played for Berkeley, and like this
God
guy has
damn.
like a physique of a god. Like I remember I was like, damn, if I get like pecs like this, I'm like set. I remember
Just
like
straight chiseled.
yeah, exactly. Like I went to my friend's house, like bench for the first time, and I'm just like, I was waiting for it the next day. I'm like, when is mine gonna like look like that, But yeah, just like, I think Johnny Hooper, Bart Kwan, and Larry Wheeler were definitely my inspirations for like working out when I first started.
Yeah. I think I'll go next. For me, this is really like that cliche simp inspo, but I was talking to a girl and it didn't go out so well.
Oh,
And then I looked at myself and I was like, hey yo, dang, I weigh like 100 pounds looking like this, like freshman or something. Like, it's not like abnormal or anything. But I was just like, dang, what if I just got like super buff and like tried my best to just, work my body? And like that's obviously like the most superficial, in my opinion, like a really superficial reason, but everybody has their reasons. Sign up for a membership, started working out, and then eventually, like I guess somewhere down the line it just really didn't matter anymore at that point for that main inspiration. I think there's a certain point in your like workout journey that you get into just kind of appreciating progress that you've made and appreciating like the work that you've done more than any other motivation like that's outside of it. So I was like, yeah, after like the beginner gains, like the first like 20 pounds gained over the summer, I was like, dang, this is nice. I could keep going and keep trying. And then, I was like, yeah, it's just everything else kind of falls into place after that. I feel like it's more about thinking about yourself first when you're working out rather than doing it for other external factors. Um, but yeah, starting out chasing after a girl is not a bad first inspiration. I'm not gonna lie.
Motivates you,
And
I
yeah,
guess.
it's a first motivation, yeah. But also same with Justin. I watched a lot of Barbell Brigade and Bart Kwan. Like Bart Kwan's like a super dope power lifter. He like competes and stuff too. And just seeing like his like little company grow from like a small like YouTube or like not a small but like a relatively like mid-sized YouTube channel into his own gym brand is like really dope. And he's like he's super cool.
um, for me, I would say I was bullied a lot in high school or in elementary school and in uh, high school as well. Like I think it was until sophomore year. Um, by like one of my like a couple of my closest friends because I was like really big. I was like I think it was five. I was 5'4", weighing 180 pounds by eighth grade. So I was like on the heavy side, like really heavy. And so like it the bullying didn't get to me until high school freshman year. Um, and then I decided to like actually listen to these people. Like there must be a reason why they're saying that, right? Even though it is bullying, it's there's some truth into it, right? So I took a look at it. Like I took a look at myself, and I was like, what can I do better to like elite like take some of that bullying away from them, take that power away from them, and make myself or my self esteem be better, right? So um, I think I also watched Bart Kwan and Barbell Brigade. Like I think that was the first thing that like got me started. And he's like just his videos are like super inspirational because it's not about like motivating people. I feel like it's more like it's like showing his progression and you're like along with the ride. And so like when you're like working out, it feels like you're like part of that cult or group. Group is better. Group is definitely better. Um, and so like I think around sophomore year decided to like just go really ham like the entire year. I cut for the entire year, and I eventually lost 50 pounds. So I went from like 180 to 130.
Okay.
And then I found out that I was a little too skinny. And then so I started bulking, and then here I am now, just chilling.
Cool.
Bet. Respect
Um,
that.
yeah, that's a lot of respect for that. That's like crazy.
That's
Like I can't imagine like that's so hard to
mhm.
like actually keep off all those talents too. Like I don't know. Like I mean I'm like I guess like hi Thomas.
Thomas.
It's too cold. It's winter. You gotta come back
It'll
for
be
the spring
winter.
one, and then I'm
I mean,
kidding.
say less, Tom.
Oh no. No.
Oh man. Um, I guess for me, like I kind of started like I've always been fairly active. Like I always like my first like active thing I did was like I was doing kung fu for like most of elementary and middle school. Um, and then like I slowly started to like pick up sports here and there. Like I don't know, like I was never like a I was never like really good at any sports, and I kind of did like a bunch of different ones. Like I tried like basketball, I did like soccer for some time, and like I think the one that like really had like an impact on me caring about my fitness though was like I did wrestling for sixth grade, eighth grade, and ninth grade, and like part of wrestling, like you have the whole weigh-in process, right? So like you have to weigh like a certain amount to wrestle in your weight class. And like that made me realize like you know I had pretty good metabolism, but like it was I couldn't go crazy either, you know. Like I was like, okay, I gotta actually like make sure that I'm staying active and stuff because like that way I don't like I can like stay at like kind of a weight that I'm happy with. And so for me, a lot of it was like just kind of staying healthy and staying like I was definitely like a little self-conscious about my weight. Like I think I'm perfectly happy with where I am now, but like I just like wanted to make sure that I didn't get like I didn't want to overeat and like get let it get out of control either. So like for me, it was always like about just being consistent and like doing some kind of like exercise one way or another. Um, and like for me, like that looked really different for me in a lot of ways because like track and field or like wrestling, and like I've always done like line dance too, but that's like um less it's like it is definitely like exercise, but like because we only practice once a week, it doesn't really like I wouldn't say it keeps me in shape or anything. Um, but yeah, like I don't know. I think a lot of like for me, like exercise has been really just like self-motivated. And also actually I had like friends in high school that would like keep me accountable too. So like that was always really helpful for me. Is like we would be like, like, hey, let's like go like work out or like go run or whatever. Um, and like I don't know if you guys ever took advantage of this, but Planet Fitness had like this summer teen like it was free to go to Planet Fitness in the summer. So like my friend and I signed up for that, and then like we just took advantage of that summer to like make sure like we actually went to the gym and stuff. Um, and then so that was like actually the first time like I actually like actively went to a gym, and like that was the summer before I came to Cal Poly, so like I tried to like keep going to the gym to some extent at it like at the rec and stuff. But um yeah, I haven't really gone I've never stepped in a gym after quarantine started just because like I don't have a membership or anything. I don't really know where to go. So like yeah.
Nah, yeah. Even then, gyms opening up in quarantine has been really suspect as well. Just because like not everybody always follows the guidelines. Like they
Hmm.
will have guidelines. Like LA Fitness says to wipe down spray equipment right after you use them. And not everybody is active enough. Like ironically, not everybody is active enough to follow those guidelines. And yeah, I don't know. I think that was a big catalyst to turning like having those gyms close back down. But yeah, I was also gonna say that the Planet Fitness thing, that's really dope because a really big barrier to entry sometimes for fitness is that people don't want to just pay the expenses to go to get a gym membership because I think in my opinion, a lot of the times they overcharge for those gym memberships because like yeah, let's say you can go to Planet Fitness, they charge really good rates. and then but for some reason they have like a stigma to them for like just other purposes. And then if you want to go to like say LA Fitness, they'll charge like a ridiculous like startup fee just to get like cheaper monthly prices, and it's just I don't know. I think it's always best to start, like how you said, Jordan, like at your own pace, doing your own stuff. A gym it doesn't necessarily you don't have to necessarily go to a gym to be fit. You can just always do your own home workouts. There's plenty of YouTube videos, and there's just plenty of like just resources out there. Yeah, like we said earlier, running is a great thing too. Um, but yeah, Justin, did you want to go back on how are you talking about the market
Oh, the
on
monopoly
self
on weight.
equipment, the
I
monopoly
was
on weights?
gonna, yeah, I was gonna talk about that after we like, or I wanted to like bring up like, because like I knew a lot of my friends were asking like, how do you stay so consistent, like, right? Like, how do you
Right.
like go to the gym 5 6 can't be 7 days a week. You're going 7 days a week. You're
You're just
Damn.
built different.
Damn.
yeah, like
Yeah, Justin, JT, an animal, bro. He different.
no,
The beast.
I didn't do seven
The
days a week.
beast.
Like, nah, yeah. Well, I admit, there's a point in my life where I went 6 days. I think, winter quarter. I think freshman year, but that was because um, like what was it? Me and a couple friends like started like a underground CSA swim club where it was just like a
Whoa.
bunch of former swimmers that just wanted to swim again, like for like cardio purposes and like yeah, shout out to Thomas, he was part of it.
That's kind of dope.
Yeah, and then yeah, but then yeah, we can like start studying like how do you stay so consistent on the gym grind?
See, that's the thing. I'll have little breaks in periods where I kind of break out of my consistency. Just for example, like yeah, the first start of COVID, I had nowhere to go and I didn't want to, drop hundreds of dollars on weights just to actually stay fit. I tried doing what everybody else did, like, just do push-ups, sit-ups, and just run. But it didn't really work out for me all that well. I don't know why, but I still gained like a ton of weight over quarantine. Um, but yeah, I think it's like once I settle into like a certain like regime per se, it gets kind of easy to be consistent because you're so used to it. Like right now, I've been here in Slow for about 2 to 3 weeks in the place I'm staying at, and they have a bar that's like right over there at the garage. It's just I don't know. For me, it's kind of easy just to get up and then go there because it's right there. Um, but yeah, I'll definitely have like lapses in my consistency, and that's kind of like it kind of sucks because yeah, I'll go sometimes I'll go months without working out, and it's just that's when the things rack up. But yeah, I don't know if you guys want to add on to any of that.
Yeah, I was gonna also agree with you. Like, as soon as you set a regime, I think the most difficult part is actually starting the regime. Like the
Right,
first week
exactly.
is just absolute hell. Like it's just like
Hmm.
horrible. But like by the third week, you just get into like that mindset where you're just gonna go consistently. But yeah, like I feel like we all have these lapses in like breaking the routine, and then it's just like period in time where we just don't. But at least like we get back on it. We're always trying to
Yeah,
be consistent.
yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely emphasis on the startup. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, yeah. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna. Did you want to finish your point real quick? Because I was gonna go off a little on my own tangent.
Oh no, not really. I was just gonna say like yeah, big emphasis on the startup being the hardest entry point to like being
Right.
consistent. Just because yeah, he said it's like hell. You're gonna be super sore the first few times. You're probably gonna hate working out just because you don't feel good after. But yeah, once you start getting consistent, once you keep it going, like just tell yourself in your head like this is good for you. You know, it's not gonna hurt you. It's just only gonna keep you going forward. Then you keep going forward from there. But yeah, go ahead, Jordan.
Yeah, I was just gonna say like the other thing I think is like a lot of people kind of overestimate like how much you have to do to work out. Like you don't have to start off like, lifting like doing like using every machine, like do
Right.
arms, leg, and core all in one day or something. Like, I mean, it could be something as simple as like for me when I first started, it was just like 20 push-ups right before I showered. So like I didn't like that was like all I would do. Um, and then like I just worked my way up. I mean, that being said, like I did get a lot of my physical activity from like other stuff, like um like clubs and like sports and or like dancing and that kind of thing. But then like I think for me like I mean I think you guys can all kind of hit on like once you hit a routine, it becomes so much easier. Like I just like try to do like the amount of time I spend working out like doing push-ups is like 5 minutes, right? But I've been doing it for like the past like year. And it's like that has like I think been good for me and like helped me like set on a routine. I obviously like I do like miss days here and there, but like I just try to be as consistent as possible. And because it takes so little time, like it's something that even if like, you know, even if like things are crazy that day, like um I can still like squeeze it in because it's only gonna take a couple minutes. Um So like even if you can't make it to the gym that day or you can't really find the time to run, like you can always do like a couple push-ups or like a couple sit-ups and like the other thing that I do also is like I keep track of like my workouts. I just have like this really
Ooh,
long notes, like Apple Notes
ooh.
thing. And I just put like really brief descriptions of like, okay, what did I do today? And like every week I'm like, okay, I did like how many days was I active? And then like that's it. It's like a couple lines on your phone. It takes you a couple minutes, and that helps you like keep track.
Uh, Now, yeah, building on that, do we maybe want to go into like some of the routines and the programs that we follow through that we're like, I
Wait,
guess we could,
I don't think Justin went yet.
yeah, I was gonna say Justin, yeah, or going into it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll like I'll mesh or combine it all too, because then I see yeah, basically one of my home gym partners, Stefan's in the Twitch chat. And then yeah, I know he like so basically how I first got into it was like I think it was a placebo effect, but I read somewhere like, oh, it takes 3 weeks to build a habit. So I was like, oh, if
Ooh.
I go for 3 weeks, like it'll be fine. So I think that like first got me realized that. And then yeah, Stefan was like my home like my gym workout buddy from like junior senior year like of high school. And then but basically like yeah, like it was super funny. Like I started like stronger than him because like I think I started like I was benching 35 pounds and then he was brand new, so he was like yeah he was weak. And then
Hey,
and
yo.
then yeah
No.
I don't know. It's something we joke about, but then basically like I did water polo and swim, so I stopped like lifting weights. But this man like went crazy. He popped off, and then it's like those memes where you see on TikTok. It's like when your gym partner's about to like beat your own lift, and then you put a finger on it to like pretend you like that. Yeah, it's like that joke. Yeah,
Disclaimer, don't do that.
yeah, like
That's
that's like
injury.
that's a war card right there. But yeah, I know he like surpassed me junior year. He like I think now he's a monster. He's like benching like 315 like nothing.
Oh,
But then yeah, no, it's basically like I don't know. We like kept each other consistent because we just like go all out at the gym. And then he goes to a different school, so we found a way to stay consistent. Like, yeah, okay, we're gonna pick a guy or pick one of our friends who has not been to the gym a lot, and whoever can get the most pounds of lifts, like we'll treat the other one to like lunch. So we took turns like training someone from college, and or like working out with someone, and then yeah, that was just our way of like our little game of staying consistent, I think. Yeah,
Like
but then
plus one on
mhm.
that though, like having someone to help you keep you accountable, like that's always helped me a lot.
Mhm. No, Steph is just he's massive now. Like we actually I'll drop in the board chat, but we just made like a Discord like meme of him, and this guy's like I'll drop it real quick.
they're saying you're down bad, Justin. What's going
Oh
on?
man.
Ooh.
There's a point in my life I was down bad, and I may or may not have worked out a little harder at that point.
Oh,
But yeah, in the Discord, that's our friend Stefan.
I do you want me to show it on stream?
Oh, if you want to show on stream, I'll get the.
Is
I'll get
that
a
is that okay? Like, or no? Okay,
Oh,
no. All right.
Hey yo, hey yo.
I'll look at it later. I'll look at it later.
Holy.
yeah. But then the fitness work or what I was going through, or like the workout I think was working for me. I think I was doing like chest tries to back buys into leg. So I was
Mhm.
having one leg day into two chest. But then for I think it was fall when I was trying to like PR and like strength gain. I forgot what it was called, but it was like Greg or it was my first time like following like a workout regime. But actually Stefan sent it to me if you can tell me the name of it. It was like some like Greg Novich like it sounds super sketchy, just like magic workout, yada yada, yada, guaranteed to get you fit in 90 days. But like it did it did promise results and like
Uh-oh.
oh
Oh.
um yeah, I mean I'll look for the name, but yeah, that was like it was basically like a lot of like not a lot of reps and then high weights intensity, just like stuff like that. So just like overloading. And then I think doing abs every other day helped me a lot too.
Sorry. I guess I'll go next. Yeah, it's my routine is pretty much the exact same as Justin's. I do like a push pull leg split. Essentially, a push day is like the push motion workout. So he said chest, triceps, shoulders. Pull is back and biceps, and then legs is legs. 5 days a week, so it's 2 times pull, 2 times push, and then 1 time legs. Um, for me, I was more of a like hypertrophy. I was trying to be a hypertrophy guy, which is more like more reps, less weight. Um, I wasn't ever really too strong, so the months that I did go into strength training would be kind of pretty painful, just because I don't know, going like 90% for 4 to 6 reps is just like a struggle for me because I get fatigued really really quick, like when it's heavy. But yeah. So yeah, push pull leg split 5 days a week, and then I'll try to get abs in every single day. I follow this really old school 80s video that me and my homies have been always following here. I kind of want to link it just because it's super funny of how just how straightforward and like nice it is. But it's this video called 8 Minute Abs. It's run by this this random
Athleen?
dude. Huh?
Is it by Athleen or is it?
Uh,
Never
it's
mind.
not by it's not by athlete. It's just some random YouTube channel named GB with like 30 million views. But yeah, it's like 8 Minute Abs. We've been running it every single day, and it's a pain. It's a struggle. I'm not gonna lie, but here I just linked it if you guys want to check it out. Um, yeah, that's kind of it. If you want to go ahead, either Jordan or Sean.
Yo, start grinding 100 push-ups a day and do the same abs. Yo,
Dude,
I'm
eight
about to
minute
get it, brother.
abs.
Uh, I can go. I don't know. For me, like, cause I never really had like a gym like routine. I just kind of like did whatever. Like I don't know like my gym. I don't know like I'm not very knowledgeable about like all that like theory on like like doing like different days for like different muscle groups and stuff. Um, like what at the rec, like I would do probably like I like to do like box jumps, mostly like kind of like from my like track days. So it's like I like doing box jumps just to like stay in shape that way, and like pull ups, dips, like mostly body weight. The one thing I don't know what they're called. It's like the overhead bench, but it's like the one where it like comes out from the back, and then I don't know what it's called. But it's like you're it's like a seated it's almost like a seated bench,
Like
but
shoulder
like
press?
Or like
overhead
shoulder
shoulder
press.
press or something, yeah.
Yeah.
So I would do those because like when I was doing track, like for some reason my coach always really wanted like always told us to do those. I don't know why specifically, but like also like low key it's because like I also want to have like for me I've always had like most of my strength is like my leg strength because like running and jumping and stuff. So like after like I started working out more on my own, like I kind of focus more on like upper body and core rather than leg. Um, and so like I do like um, so like also like I wanted to do stuff that is like that helps with like the motion of like moving a lion head. So that's why and like decking. So
Oh, I
it's
see.
I
Okay.
get it. I get it.
yeah,
Reflex.
it's kind of like training the same motions, but like with weight. So that way like I don't know. That was my thinking with it. I don't follow like a specific program or anything. But then like the other thing that I have been doing consistently is just like I try to pretty much like at least 5, if not 6 days a week. I try to do 100 push-ups and some number of V-ups. So
Oof.
um, I
Damn.
I
Oof.
started at like 30 and then like I slowly worked my way up to like n- nowadays I can do I think like 50 um in like one set and then that's it. But like I also I don't know like I always do like my V-ups on my bed because like otherwise like my tailbone hurts hella. So like I feel
No,
like
that
it's
makes
easier
sense.
to just
Yeah.
do it on the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just add on super quick. If you guys had ever gone out to like the shredded with steady things that we did over the past few quarters, V-ups were like the infamous workout stopper. Like we could not do like 2 of those.
That's why I started doing them because I was like,
Videos
I
are
So
can't do
crazy.
them during shredded with steady. I was like, this is so hard. I need to like
yeah.
practice.
So Jordan's a beast for being able to do that. That's crazy.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
agree.
God.
For me, I used to follow push pull legs 6 days a week. Um, I think I did like hypertrophy for the first 3 days, so it'd be like push pull legs hypertrophy, and then push pull legs just for strength wise. So like reps would be really low, but increase in weight. And then I just stopped doing leg day.
Oh yeah.
That's what's
um,
up. We skip leg days.
just for the extra like 2 rest days. Also because I stopped fitting into my jeans and I didn't want to buy new jeans. Um, just yeah, like I got stretch marks all over my legs within the first 2 weeks, which is like good and a bad thing. Like you're getting a little too thick, so you gotta tone it down a little bit.
Hey, being thick is never a bad thing, dude.
Yeah. Facts on
Them
that.
thickums, yo. Them thickums stretch marks.
I think I'm gonna have to cook that for the study actually.
Oh gosh.
Big thickums.
Oh gosh. Oh man. I kind of feel that too. I didn't ever really get my first stretch marks till after the first initial weight gain from quarantine. Yeah, kind of like what you said, like doing legs, the stretch marks got onto like the thighs,
Yes,
and then
yes.
eventually they'll like they'll eventually get to like the section between your bicep and like your
Oh
armpit,
yeah.
and then
Okay.
don't
Yeah.
and then yeah, at
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
I was like my mom made fun of me for it. My mom was like, hey, when I was pregnant I had stretch marks. I was like, Mom, what? Like it's not the same thing. And then but then yeah, after a while I was like, you know what, this is honestly kind of cool because it's like you're getting big and your body just can't keep up with how big you're getting, like it's in the head. Yeah, my mom's ruthless. Shout out mom.
Moms are ruthless. I agree.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
100%. Oh yeah, but I think we can segment into like just like how difficult it is to like get gym equipment, like when you're setting up your own gym at home. Because
Ugh.
like I remember I'm at like the peak of my inspiration. I was like, I'm gonna get a cable machine. I'm gonna get a bench press. I'm gonna get a squat rack. I'm gonna get all that jazz. Budget $200. And I'm
Good
just like,
luck.
yeah, I'm like aware. And then I remember I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get into like wood shops and like make that all by wood and all that. And I was just like, man, this is so hard. So I think the only thing I settled so far was like an ab wheeler, or like where you kind of roll your abs. But then I got lazy with doing that, and then I got like resistant cables, which has been pretty
Hmm.
nice. But other than that, like yeah, it's just pre-quarantine and quarantine now. I feel like prices are just hiked up so fast because
For real.
higher demand, higher price.
Makes sense, yeah.
Fact. Um, yeah. I think start of the quarantine, my friend he got a set of the adjustable dumbbells that go up to like 25 pounds, but it can also like transition down into like 15s, 10s, 5s. I think one of those he bought it on OfferUp, ran him about like $250 to $300 just for a single dumbbell, and I was just like, you're that committed to the grind. I respect that, but I don't got the cash for that. So yeah, like kind of like JT said, it's a monopoly out there when the weights were like really hard to come by. I was luckily able to find some for like on the down low on OfferUp. I just got a pair of 25s first, start off just for myself. But then yeah, kind of like I said with my best friend, he kind of built his own like home gym, and I just kind of started leeching off over there, going to him, like hanging out with him more. And yeah, and I'm lucky enough to now be at a spot that has a bar and a bench. So I have yet to drop like big stacks on the monopoly that is going on currently for weights.
Yeah, my friend also did the same. I think he dropped 750 for like uh,
Uh,
a bench, a barbell, two plates, 45s, and then like some sort of, it's like a squat rack, but it had like a pull-up bar on top of it. So it like
mm,
had its use. So I was like, 750 was not bad compared to like, paying like $100 for one dumbbell,
yeah, yeah.
Fair enough. Um, I don't know, like I don't think I actually really own any workout equipment. Like I have my running shoes if that counts. Like
Yo,
but
that
like
definitely counts.
yeah, wait, what? Sorry.
That definitely counts.
100%
Yeah.
equipment.
Um and like I had to get those for track and field in high school, and like my coach was always like, we're supposed to get like new running shoes every year because like
Oh,
they get like really worn out. But low key, like my last pair of running shoes that I got for track, I've just kept since and kept using because like I don't run as much now. So, I'm sure it won't come back to bite me or anything. Um, but I think like part of like why I like body weight so much is just because it's so accessible. Um, like I can do push-ups at home, I can do sit-ups at home. I can do like um pull-ups and like bar workouts at like public parks and stuff like that if they have them, or like I would run to like my like a park nearby my house, and like I would just go on the monkey bars to do pull-ups.
yeah.
Um, so that was always nice that like it was just like very easy to do, and like I guess like also like I haven't done it in a while, but like um my big from Casa is like really into like tricking and like parkour, and like that kind of
Ooh,
thing. So like we would sometimes go to like the park and like practice like flips and stuff, and like that kind of thing, which is like a different kind of like fitness, I guess, because it's like ideally for that you actually don't want to be too big because then like it's harder to like move. Um, so it's like I've always like preferred like being like lean, than like being like massive, just because like it's easy to like get around and like do like acrobatic stuff, I guess, or like yeah. So I actually haven't felt that. I've never really had to like I've never really had much issue with like equipment and stuff. Though actually there is like this one thing that like there's this like one like exercise machine. I don't even know what it is that we got like that we had in like our old house, and then when we moved, like my parents decided to move it with us, and no one uses it, but like it's like a pulley system thing where like it's like this thing on a track, and then you can pull it, and then like if the track slides with you, like We barely use it.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Yeah.
It's like a row. It's kind of like the
It's a rower.
rowing
It's a rowing
the
machine.
row. It's a
It-
rower. Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost like a
Yeah.
rowing machine, but like you move with it. Like I don't really
yeah,
get
yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
Those are a pain. I remember.
Yeah, those are tough.
so I've never really used that, but like we have one. It just sits in the garage for the most part.
And
uh,
I just kind of wanted to get into, our first injuries from working out.
oh shoot.
That's gotta be a cool one. That was gonna be pretty cool.
First injuries.
First injury, yes.
I'm gonna have to think about this. So I'll pass. I'm not sure actually.
I have a fun story about my first like major injury. Like, um, well, okay, there was like wrestling. I was really prone to injury in wrestling, but like those are a little more like expected, just like on the mat and stuff. But like the one time, like when I was doing like basically like um outside of like our weight room at in high school, like we had this like concrete like raised like platform, but like it's just like it's where like people like hang out and like do like their like free weights and stuff. But there's like this little like ridge going around it. And basically so like it's pretty big, like you can sit on it or stand on it. So like I would do like just like jump onto that, like box jump onto that. Um and then one day like while I was doing that, I missed and like I
Ooh.
scraped up my shins like
Damn.
really bad. Um, and the worst part about it was I couldn't tell my coach because my coach always is like, all right, don't do anything stupid because we don't want you getting hurt during the season. And then I just showed up to practice the next day with like band-aids around my shins. And it was like, I tripped. And I didn't want to tell him like
Damn.
I didn't want to tell him I was like doing box jumps outside of like the weight room and I missed because like he would roast the hell
That's
out of me
like
and probably be kind of mad. Like
that's like some Rock Lee type thing that happens though. Like around your shins, like dude.
low key
I mean,
kind
he
of.
has to think like what the hell is this guy chirp on like?
Just working hard.
Yeah.
I bet you he knew that I did something stupid, but like he wasn't gonna say anything if I didn't say anything. But yeah, that was my first like injury from like actively like working out and not like during a sport or something.
Mhm. What about you, Steady?
Aside from like I wouldn't really call common injuries in the workout setting like a major injury, but I've definitely had my few like muscle tears from just like lifting like with improper form or going a little too heavy. That's happened a few times with like obviously like bench press or like shoulder press. Like I'm just kind of like I feel like I've torn something because it's just constant pain for the next week. But I don't really have any major injuries of mine. I could tell something that happened to my friend though. We were at the YMCA for like one of the first times we ever worked out, and then he was doing shoulder press with like a dumbbell, and then I think an ant like crawled up on his shoulder and then gave him like a really bad itch, and then he kind of like cracked back and like drove his shoulder backwards, and his whole like dislocated back a little bit. But yeah, I was there to witness that. He didn't need to pop it back in or anything. It was just like super like strained after, but it was hella funny just to see it happen like all in one. That sounds really messed up to say. Like injuries are never funny, but just the fact that an ant was able to do that to him was really funny. But yeah. Other than for me personally, it's just muscle tears that have been like just improper form or too heavy. So yeah.
Mhm.
Have you thought about something, Justin?
Yeah, I mean, Stefan said in the chat, so I'll tell his story. I feel kind of bad because in a way it's my fault because he asked me to work out. He asked me to work out that day, but I was busy. I like swim or something that day or like water polo or something, so I couldn't. So he got his secondary workout partner. His name is Brian, and then so yeah, like normally, like so Stefan decided like he benches super heavy, so he decides like I'm a it's the full set mentality is like
Full set mentality.
like it's like he's gonna bench a weight that he doesn't know if he can bench. like like heavyweight. So like he goes there, and then mind you, Brian's been like new to the gym. It's like I think he's been there for like 2 months. But he has an ego, right? He's like, yeah, I belong there. I'm like,
Ego
I want
lifting.
the gym bros. Yeah. So he's like, oh, it's fine. Like you can spot. He's like, he was kind of strong. So yeah, like Stefan, what he said, he's like, he was like lifting, and then it was like more than he handle because like this guy's like sometimes borderline psychotic because he's just crazy like that. He's like, if it's up,
Bro.
I'm gonna push it up, like lift or die type vibe, you know. And
To
then,
die.
so this guy like, I forgot what happens, but I think like something like his like arm like jerked off or something, and then like or let me see what it says in the Twitch chat. But then I'm like, what I'm imagining right now is like, those videos of like you pick it up the bench press and then like something with the wrist like it unlocks or something and the bench like it just drops on your chest.
Ugh.
So I think he did that with I think 185 or 205, which is like a plate 25 on your side or a plate 35, and it drops on his chest. And this is where it's kind of fucked up to say it's funny, but I'm like, imagine it's kind of funny because Brian's like, he's like over there trying to lift it up, but it's like too heavy, so he can't lift it up. And then like he's injured, but he's like lifting for his life, and then it's just a hit like I think Steph was just like yelling at Brian, like stop being such like a weak bitch, like and, like lift it up, and then he's like pushing it around. But then yeah, he told it was kind of gross. He told me like he tore his pec and like something in like this
Jeez.
part right here, and like he said there's like a little ball that's like loose inside right here, and
Is
then
that
just
the
like
rotator cuff?
the what?
The rotator cuff?
I think so. Yeah, I think
Man,
something with the shoulder and chest. Yeah,
Yikes.
yeah.
dang.
Oh.
Ew. Chest becomes purple. Dang.
Oh man, that's
Dude.
brutal.
And this man just comes back the next 2 months and tries the same way. It does the same.
Tries the same
It
way.
does the same thing. But he succeeds this time.
Ah, that's what's up. Alright, Sean, let's hear it, bro.
Okay. Nothing too major, but you know how like when you go to the gym, sometimes there are people that take freaking forever on their machine. Like there's like it's packed. Like the gym, you go in and it's just absolutely packed. So you have to wait, right? I was waiting to deadlift because it was back day, and I waited 2.5 hours on
What?
deadlift. Yeah, and it was back in. I don't know if you know the gym City Sports by any chance.
Oh, the Silver Creek one, right?
Yeah, but so yeah.
I-
Um,
Okay, sorry.
but yeah, it's like kind of similar to LA Fitness or Fitness 93.
Yeah. I was about to say that, yeah.
Yeah. So she took like 2.5 hours, and I was just like waiting and waiting and waiting. So I was really pissed. And so when she finished, I was like, I haven't even started my set yet, and it's already like 9 p.m. I came here at like 5. So like I was trying to get in, like I did my running, I waited, and then it was 2 hours later. I waited for 2.5 hours, and I was like, I just want to go home at this point. But she finishes as I'm about to leave, so I'm like, you know what? I might as well get it in, right? So I didn't warm up. This is a bad thing. I slapped on 3 plates, and then I tried to rip it off the floor.
Damn.
Which was the worst idea ever because I didn't warm up at all. And that was like close to my max. I did really bad form, so like my my upper back was slouched and like it was like forward like this as I ripped it off the floor, and so like I sprained my shoulder.
Ooh.
Oh shit.
Ow.
Yeah.
It was like that. It was like the cat lift, right? Like.
Yeah, it's like the cat lift. Yeah,
Oh,
exactly.
oh no.
Yeah, it was really
Got
bad.
it.
Yeah.
Who takes 2.5 hours to deadlift though?
Dude,
I'm getting a little angry because of that.
Yeah,
What the?
Yeah, what do you do? Like, what do you do in between sets for 2.5 hours? Like,
talking to some dude, I have absolutely no idea.
bruh. Was that like the only deadlift spot, like in the entire gym or something, or?
There were 3 deadlifting like platforms.
Yeah.
The other 2 were already backed up by like 5, 6 people, and I didn't
Jeez.
want to be the 6th person, right?
Right.
So this person, I was literally after this person, and I thought it would be quick, but little did I know, 2.5 hours.
Golly, bro.
Maybe
That's
Yeah,
everyone already knew that she was going to take so long. That's why she was.
yeah, I learned that the hard way to definitely warm up and not rip, like just rip it off the floor with the close to your max.
Mhm.
damn. That is a good moment.
All right, I think I think we ended on that note.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With bad form, yes, form overweight. Let's
Or
end it on.
overweight.
Form overweight
Final.
is super important.
Do not
Yeah.
And
ego
don't
lift.
and do not ego lift, please. Yes.
Yeah.
Do not injure yourself.
Lesson learned.
Yes.
Hmm.
But
All
on the
right.
other hand, or before again, I'll say if you are PRing, it is sometimes time to PR without a spot because the lifter guy mentality
Oh
kind of
man,
goes nuts.
Always PR with a spot.
I will always PR with a spotter too.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm trying my best to lift with a spotter, but it is proven that you lift more without a spotter
Mhm.
sometimes.
Hey, props
But
for
yeah,
the for deadlifting though, dude. Not a lot of people. Well, I mean, actually, a lot of people deadlift, but I don't deadlift, so that's scary. Holy crap, 3 plates.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's a good spot to end it. It's been about an hour. So thank you guys everyone who came out. We'll see you guys on the next one.